you guys have already passed this part in your business, but it's always good to triple check just to make sure that you have everything all together. So a lot of you guys know me. This was back in 2010. I was a high school dropout, went straight to cosmetology school, and then had a kid young, and I had to get into corporate America. So I ran businesses at the age of 21. And this was my actual very last corporate job where I got fired from it, believe it or not. And actually, a funny thing is, like, here, this little flyer here, I made it. So I was content creating even back in the 9 to 5 world, right? So if you still have some sort of job full time or maybe part time, but you really want to transition into the full blown entrepreneurship world, then stay tuned and this is for you, okay? Again, right when I got fired, used my last paycheck. This was my little dining room. And this is a little dated because I was still teaching education, but you get the point. Okay, so how to start with little to no money. Again, these are things you guys can implement now, even if you are in this mentorship program, because you never know, right? We don't go over finances in this program, but this is something that can help you ultimately, right? So you could definitely use your 9 to 5 to fund your dreams. There's nothing wrong with that. I tell people this all the time. Becoming an entrepreneur doesn't mean automatically quit your only source of income. And sometimes you might need to be an entrepreneur and have a job on the side just to help you fund your dreams. There's nothing wrong with that. So what does that mean? You could work, right? After your 9 to 5, take appointments. On weekends, take appointments. On holidays, take appointments. It is a sacrifice for a long-term bigger picture, okay? Stop excessive spending. So Amazon, shopping on things that you want but you don't actually need. This, I feel like we're all guilty of this at times, right? The excessive spending. But if you have a long-term goal when it comes to your business and you want longevity and sustainability, you have to make these sacrifices, guys, okay? We are still in an era where we live off of instant gratification, right? With social media, it's so easy for an ad to pop up. You lose track, you get interested in whatever item the ad popped up on, and guess what? We are on the checkout page purchasing this item that we know we don't need, right? So we definitely want to just focus on budgeting our money in order to use this money to get us further along in our entrepreneurship journey. So again, this is good for you if you were maybe thinking about doing a rebrand. Okay, so finding the right business name is very, very important. And I just put some major chain stores that you guys could be familiar with, right? Trader Joe's, Costco, Walmart, Target, Kroger's, and Aldi's. Okay, as you guys can see, the logos are very professional. They're clean, not too busy, horizontal, and not vertical. This is super important, right? If it's not broken, don't fix it, guys. So these are multi-million-dollar companies, okay? Their strategies are pretty much similar, and that goes for business in general, right? If it works for one business, it's more than likely going to work for you. So as you guys can see, the colors are just one solid color. It's not like they're gradient in the names, right? So Walmart is white against a blue background. Costco, red and blue. Trader Joe's all red. Aldi's is a little more complicated only because of the little logo that they have, but that creates association. For example, Target, right? So you know Target font, you're able to identify Target from a mile away, and then you also know the bullseye from Target. Walmart, same thing, right? They always have like this little logo. So these are just things to consider when it comes to choosing the right business name. And imagine yourself, if you want a salon, imagine what that name is going to look like in the beginning, on the front of your salon, right? As the storefront itself. So how to create your brand aesthetic. You guys hear me talk about this often. What is an aesthetic, right? So an aesthetic is something that creates that association when it comes to your brand. Now, this was my old logo before I did a DBA on my business. So I was Nava Artistry, and my colors were always like this gray, black, and white. This is pretty much my same exact vibe nowadays, but I kind of just switched it up. But clean, legible logo, as you can see, you see exactly what it is, and the little motto was all things beauty. Okay, straightforward to the point, nothing crazy, nothing clouded, not too many, like no icons at all, right? No pictures on here, because I want to stick to something that is easy to read and look at, right? So I still to this day love this logo. I just needed to change my name because my brand association was different now, right? I no longer do beauty services. I'm a full-time beauty business mentor. So my name did not go with what I now did. And that is totally fine. That is what a rebranding is completely for. And you always want to make sure that you guys have fonts that are associated with your brand. So back when I was Nava, this was the font that I always used for absolutely everything, again, to create that brand recognition. So if you are not abiding by this, I highly recommend looking up some fonts, maybe just 2 fonts that you want to associate with your brand at all times. So how to pitch your business, right? This is important. A lot of people get lost in the sauce, and this is good for you if you're a business owner now. But how to pitch your business, I didn't put anything on here because I like talking about this. I pitch my business everywhere that I go, okay? Grocery store, if I go to the pharmacy, oh my God, I almost choked here. If I go to the pharmacy, if when my kids were in regular school, I would pitch myself there, literally anywhere, at a car wash. I can be anywhere and I will pitch my business. Why? Because when you're an entrepreneur, you work for yourself, right? Like, we don't want to be spending money on a marketing team when we don't need it, okay? So take that fear out of your head. If you're at Walmart, I would always talk to the cashiers, the employees, everybody. I will talk to anybody and everybody. My Uber driver, right? If I ever take an Uber, I'm telling them about my business and what I do. That's important. That's so important because you want to not be shy when it comes to these things. Shake hands, introduce yourself with confidence. My name is, and this is what I do. Check out my business whenever you have a chance, right? Now remember, if your Instagram page is set up aesthetically pleasing, right? Refer to mastering the aesthetic module that we have on here. The moment that you make this interaction in person, people already feel your connection and your vibe. But then they follow up and they review your page. And if it matches, and if it gives that same type of professionalism and organization and structure, you have just solidified a connection with this person, whether they are in the same industry or not. You'd be surprised at throughout my whole career how many random connections I've made, and I've gotten students out of it, I've gotten clients out of it, even if the person that I met had nothing to do with my industry. Okay, so be that person that is out there, and not saying annoy people, but right, introduce yourself and let people know, hey, I exist and this is what I do, and if you ever need me, I'm here. So finding and retaining your dream clientele. You know, I love to talk about this, okay? So exhausting all avenues when you're looking for new clients. This is important, right? What can I do, right? What resources can I use to grow my clientele? How is this important to me, right? How can I use social media to leverage my clientele, which is the whole point of, a good portion of this program, okay? Use what you have on hand, guys. Instagram, free. All of these things are free, right? Instagram. Nowadays, there's Instagram Threads, which I love. I love Threads so much. Some of you guys actually found me on Threads. Threads is like a Twitter, but for beauty professionals. In my case, it's beauty professionals, right? You could find whoever it is on that, but the more that you interact with a specific type of audience is the more you're shown on those people's feed, and in turn you see their stuff. Okay, so Instagram and Threads. TikTok is also still very big after all these years. TikTok is great. Facebook, good old Facebook, right? Facebook is ideal for like the older clientele who are not into TikTok or Instagram, but they still want services. So don't ever neglect Facebook. Twitter here and there, depending. I would much rather Threads over Twitter, but I know some beauty providers who still use Twitter, and guess what? It brings them clients. The best one that I love is word of mouth and referrals. This one to me this would book me out. Word of mouth would definitely book me out, and referrals, absolutely. Incentive programs for new clients. We're going to scratch this one off. I don't believe in this. After so many years of doing mentoring, we never do anything for a new client other than give them a good vibe and a good experience, okay? Attend networking events. This one is big. If you have not attended ever a networking event, I recommend you start doing so. Of course, pick and choose because networking events do cost money, but get yourself out there, guys. This is the easiest way to come home with new followers and even potential new clients and new students. And then team up with fellow beauty professionals. So you want to team up with other professionals that are in your area. Reach out to them and ask them to collaborate, ask them to do giveaways or do a live with you. Um, I do have a module on here on the marketing side to team up with fellow beauty professionals. Tips for retaining clientele. So, referral program is a big one. I love using referral programs. These to me are the best to really get clients in. A referral program, you can offer like 10 to 15% off per referral that you give them, which I love, guys. Referral programs, listen, when you give someone an incentive to help you bring in more clients, guess what? They're going to do it because they're going to get the discount, okay? Not referral for new clients, but referral for the person who is referring someone to you, okay? Birthday discount. I love this one as well because the birthday discount, I typically do within 7 days of your birthday, of course, with proof of ID, right? Because you can't tell me your birthday's in two days, and you could tell me that every day of the month, right? So birthday discount, I love doing that because think about it, right? You go to Ulta, you go to Sephora, they always give you like a free goodie on your birthday month. So why not give a 15% off discount for somebody's birthday? Goodie bags, I love these. I talk about these all the time. This is easy, going to Dollar Tree, getting some seasonal items that they have. Typically, Dollar Tree will always have like those little goodie bags that have either, for example, Halloween is coming up, right? They have goodie bags with little ghosts on it or little monsters on them, right? Fill up those goodie bags, a little bit of candy, maybe a hair scrunchie, maybe a little lip oil. And if you're lash tech, little spoolies, just something cute that is memorable that will retain clientele because guess what? They'll talk about that goodie bag to everybody. Holiday sales. I don't really like sales. Like I said, this is a little dated, but holiday specials, right? For current clients. Everything I'm telling you here is for current clientele, not new clients. So current clientele, holiday specials, right? Hey ladies, I just want you to know for the month of December, we have a special, not a sale. We have a special. This cranberry facial is only blah, 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 or it includes a upgrade with, I don't know, a free lip mask, right? Something like that. Something that comes around only a few times a year that they don't have access to all the time. So it's like a limited edition. People love that type of stuff. And then a loyalty program. So I love loyalty programs. So typically I would do either after 5 visits or 10 visits, they get, and this one might be a good one, right? If they've come to you 5 or 10 times, then they deserve a good discount. So I would do 20 to 25% off of their next service. But again, remember, if they've come to you 5 times, and let's say the minimum that they've spent is $100, that's $500 that they've already invested into your business. So it definitely is worth giving them a discount of at least 20 to 25%, right? You're not going to lose anything with that. And then give 100% every appointment, guys. This is like the number one thing. Treat them with kindness, customer service, comfort. Even if you're having a bad day, you know how they taught us in school, leave the attitude at the door. Same type of vibe, okay? Give 100% every appointment. Make everybody feel special. At the end of the day, we need them more than they need us. So you want to make sure that they feel that. How to level up your business. We talk about this often, right? What are our business goals? You guys should already know this. If not, refer back to the business structure modules. Give yourself deadlines, okay? So you guys know I'm big on this structure thing. So don't say, oh my God, I need to record content this month. It's like, where's the deadline, right? I need to record content and it needs to be done in the next 2 days. That's a deadline, okay? Incorporate products. I'm going to be dropping the product line module in here soon for you guys to learn how to make a whole product line from start to finish. So that's another stream of income. These are basically all streams of income. Provide a new service, right? If there's a training you've been wanting to take and you've been eyeing it for a long time, and there is a new Louis Vuitton bag that you want to get, which one do you think I'm going to advise you to get? Obviously, the new training, right? Because that's going to make you more money. And then continuing education. So you guys already invested in this mentorship, which was great. You want to invest in other courses as well, right? Things that are going to help you really define your skills that you already have. So how to create a unique brand and experience. I love this. If it's not broken, don't fix it. What this means is don't go out of your way trying to reinvent the wheel, okay? You don't have to. I know a lot of us have people that we look up to in the beauty industry, go take a look at their pages. Go do a competitive business analysis amongst these people and see what's working. If it works for them, like I said, 9 out of 10, it'll work for you, but you just need to implement strategies, okay? Unique brand aesthetic. If everybody's doing pink and white and everybody's doing the same exact type of post, maybe you don't do pink and white, right? You want to at least stand out just a little bit. You want to make the aesthetic 100% customized to you. You don't want to look like a copy and paste. You could definitely take inspiration from people, but you never want to be copy and paste. Be ethical. Finding your niche, you guys already know this. That's why you're here. And then customer service. Make sure that your customer service is on point because that develops rapport, which in turn develops credibility. So anytime somebody speaks about you in your business, they know that you're credible and that their experience is going to be amazing. And then how to keep your brand and business relevant. We talk about this often, right, guys? Stay consistent with everything that we do. Make sure that you keep up with these videos with your homework. Make sure that you're actually implementing the strategies. Make sure that you guys are following the 10 method, reaching out to old and potential clients. Old and potential clients. Follow up with people, right? There's nothing wrong with sending them a DM. Hey girl, I just want to make sure that, your experience was great with me. If there's any areas that I can improve in, please let me know. You want that feedback, guys. We are not going to give 100% every single time. So somebody might not have found your experience that enjoyable, but you know what will help them change their mind? If you reach out to them, especially new clients. Hey, I just want to thank you so much for coming to get serviced by me. I really hope that you enjoyed your service. If there's anything you feel we could do better, I would love to get that feedback from you. So you see how nonchalant that sounded like? You sounded very genuine. And having feedback is the best way to continue to grow your business. And of course, engage, which we have our modules on how to keep that engagement up.